Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you are here. You are currently joining me as I'm quickly getting ready in the bathroom. I am holding Ava. She loves brushing her teeth, so she's obsessed with her toothbrush. I am, like I said, getting ready in the bathroom. Typically, I get ready at my vanity, but Ava loves sitting with me and getting in my makeup, and when I'm just in a rush or need to get ready quickly, I just let her join me in the bathroom. I hold her and I'm able to just quickly get things ready without getting makeup all over the carpet. Today you are coming along with me as I am going to try out this new special crochet project, and I am so excited, which you will see later. I'm sure you can tell by the title. I have been seeing this weighted beaded crochet blanket everywhere, so I'm excited to try it out. But for this morning, you are just kind of coming along with me as I am getting my day started, obviously putting makeup on, taking care of Ava, and getting things kind of situated before I'm able to sit down and crochet. Every day I feel like Ava just gets bigger and bigger and older, and I'm just kind of showing you a little peek at her just playing by herself, having fun, playing with her toys while I was able to finish up my makeup. She definitely is really great at independent play, but she obviously would love me to play with her 24/7, so we're just trying to find that balance of me playing with her while also trying to get things done. And then I just quickly wanted to do kind of a brain dump of things that needed to get done, things that I needed to get done that day, the next few days, things that were just kind of on my mind. I feel like the past few days I have been just so overwhelmed with things to do, and they're not even like, I say important, but they're just things around the house, like needing to clean out the closets and go through things, and just a lot of little things like that that are adding up and just taking up a lot of clutter in my mind. So I just am trying to jot it all down just so I can have a game plan and just get it all down. And usually once I write things down, things aren't quite as bad or as overwhelming as they seem. Good morning, everyone. I am sure you will not be able to guess where we are headed today. But first, coffee.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Can I do a medium iced vanilla latte? All right, everyone, we're here. Can you guess where we are? We're at Michael's. Okay, let's try out this coffee. That's good. That's really sweet. Oof. That's really sweet. That's really good. We're at Michael's. Can you tell? So excited. So it's not even quite 9 o'clock. We're 2 minutes till 9, 1 minute to 9. And we're going to go in. We're going to go get some things for a fun project. I'm sure you already know what this project is because I put it in the title, I am sure. I am going to make you're right by the air, so it's probably loud. I'm going to make the viral, I guess, I don't know how popular it is, the weighted crochet blanket with beads. And I'm so excited. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to make the entire blanket in this vlog. Like, that's just nuts. So who knows when I'm going to finish this blanket. It could be months from now, honestly, because I have a tendency to start blankets and not finish them. I have this knitted blanket that I started months ago. It's the Prism blanket from Pearl Soho. It's a knitted blanket and I love it. I love it when I actually sit down to work on it, and I am literally like a fourth of the way through, if that. Then I started recently a granny square blanket. Didn't finish that one. So of course I'm gonna start this other blanket. Are you ready to go? So we're gonna go into Michael's, maybe get some yarn, maybe not, but then also get those beads for sure. But I just want to try it out. I just want to see, I just want to try it. I'm excited. All right, let's go. Okay, I think that we're gonna get this blue one and these beads. You trying to buckle yourself? We're headed now to a story time to the library. We went yesterday, we're going again today because why not? And it's at a different library, so it'll be a different story time today. So after Michael's, we ran in very quickly to Ross, which was right next door. My husband and I have this funny joke. I don't really know where it started, but every time we see a Ross, we're always like, Ross, dress for less. And like, we never shop there. Like, this is probably the second time I've ever been inside of a Ross, but it's funny. But anyways, so I thought I'm just gonna pop in there just because we need a few things for the house and I just kind of wanted to see what they had. So they had this little ottoman and this rug. So I texted my husband, like, can I get these? And he was like, yeah. So I got this ottoman that has some storage, which is great, and then this little rug to go in my little reading nook, like by my bookshelf. So I'm really excited. So that was a success. They had really cute laundry baskets, which I also need, but I didn't get them today. So far, it's been a very successful morning. I know this is definitely another random vlog as well, but we're gonna go to a story time, and then when I get home, I'm gonna set up my little reading area, and then I'm gonna start crocheting with the beads, and I'm so excited. I only got one packet of beads and then one skein of yarn, and if I need more I can go out and get more, but I'm going to make like a maybe lapghan size or a baby blanket size. Like, obviously this is not a baby blanket, it's not safe for babies, even with Ava, like it's not safe for Ava. I just don't want her, you know, chewing on the beads or whatever, but I'm excited to still try it, and I needed to get a smaller hook. So yeah, I got a couple things for Michael's and some things from Ross. Okay, so here's my little kind of bookshelf corner. Okay, so the ottoman is one that you can open it, which I think is the coolest. So extra storage, which like that's a plus. Yeah, so my bookshelf of my books, and then this rug was $10, and it's washable, which is awesome. And then I have just one little art print up on the wall here, and then I kind of want to do like a collage of art prints as well. So yeah, that's kind of what my little kind of hallway bookshelf area is looking like, and I'm so excited to kind of start piecing it together. I don't know yet what I'm going to put in the ottoman. I don't know, probably Ava's toys, truthfully, but I'm excited. I'm leaving the tags on just to make sure that I like it, give myself a little bit of time just to kind of see, make sure that it looks good. Obviously get my husband's opinion about it. Like, he doesn't care, like, you know, if it makes me happy, that makes him happy. But yeah, I'm really excited. $50 for the ottoman and rug together, like that's a steal. So I'm excited to start kind of piecing it all together. Now's the fun part. Ignore this if you can. Look at this. A nice new bookshelf. Okay, now is the time to sit down and crochet this blanket. I'm just gonna get it started. I'm going to find the pattern. I'll have it linked down below. So I think the original pattern was on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but I found a YouTube video. So that is what I'm going to link down below. So this blanket is going to take an eternity, and I'm okay with that. So you use a 4mm hook. So that's going to make the blanket just take forever. And then the bead row, so it's a 2-row repeat. You do like a half double crochet, and then the second row you go to like a size 2 to 3mm hook, like tiny, to do the beads. So the yarn that I got, which I did show you, this is Pound of Love, and I got a pretty blue. This is in the color pastel green. How is this green? This is blue. How is this pastel green? How is this green? Am I colorblind? This is like baby blue, like teal. I got this. So this has over 1,000 yards, just barely over, and it's a worsted weight yarn, category 4. So this is what I'm going to use. I decided to use this one instead of the other one, just because the other one had less yardage and it was the same price. No coupons today at Michael's, no sales, so that was a bummer. Then I got the beads that I showed you. This was $10 for all these beads, and like I had said, like if I need to go out and buy a second one of these when I get to it, because that's gonna be a long time away, I can go get more. And then I did not have a small enough hook, so I got a 2.75. I wanted a 3mm in clover. They didn't have it, and so I just got a 2.75. So that'll work. Hopefully, I gotta make sure that it can go into the beads, but I think it should be just fine. That is what I got from Michael. So now I need to pull up the pattern. I also feel like I have so much to do today. Over this weekend, I got so overwhelmed that I was just like, there's just so much to do. And my husband was like, just write it down and we'll tackle it. And I feel like we did good. But then today, I just feel like I just cannot get a handle on the clutter in the house. Like this, I feel like I cleaned up this counter so much, and I got this new like organizer, and when it's all put away, like it's so clean. But this is just a catch-all, and I just need to like, honestly, I have too much stuff. I just need to go through and just kind of go through everything. So yeah, this morning, like I had showed, I'm pretty sure I just kind of did a brain dump of everything that needs to get done around the house, just in general. And then today as well. So as I'm pulling up this pattern, I did mention a couple videos ago and a couple of times that I got a Kobo, and here's just a very, very quick little review. I'm returning it, so it's up there. I didn't order it through Amazon. They didn't have it on Amazon, but I needed a box to return it. So here's the thing. The Kobo itself, I loved. I loved the buttons. I love the buttons. I love that it rotates. I love literally everything about it. And I was just like, I loved it. What I didn't love was that it wasn't Kindle. So I didn't have access to Kindle Unlimited books because there are a lot of books on KU that I want to read. I couldn't access my library, and I know that there is a workaround, but I couldn't. I only had access to one library card. So if I wanted to put a book on hold, I had to wait for this one library. Whereas with Kindle and Libby, I was able to use all of my library cards. And so, for example, one of Riley Sager's books, the only one left, which I actually own it, but I wanted to get it ebook form. One of my libraries had it right away that I could have borrowed. The other one was several months wait. So on my Kobo, the only library available was the one that was several months wait. So just things like that where I thought, okay, that's a bummer. Another example, I purchased all of the ACOTAR books a long time ago. I know. I still have yet to read them. I read the first one 1.5 times, but I've been wanting to just read the series. It's on my Kindle. It's not on Kobo. And so, long story short, or long story long basically, I'm returning my Kobo. It is just so frustrating, and I love everything about it. There's nothing wrong with the Kobo. I loved the buttons. I got the color version, the Libra color or something. Loved it. I loved it. Rotates, like, so if I'm laying on my right side or laying on my left side, like it rotates. It was awesome. I loved it. It just wasn't Kindle. So if it was that, but had access to my Kindle library and Kindle Unlimited, it would have been perfect. So maybe one day they'll come out with something similar. I think the Kindle Oasis at one point had the buttons, but they've discontinued that one. And then the Kindle Scribe, they don't have buttons as well. That's probably the only other one similar enough to that. So it's a bummer. My other Kindle, it works fine enough. I'm just gonna keep using it until it just breaks, and then I'll get another one. So that's the update with that. So anyways, I need to return that like today at some point. So, okay, the pattern is from this Southern Girl can, I think is the one I ended up saving. I have two. Actually, no, Play Hooky With Me. That's the one that I like. So Play Hooky With Me, weighted pony bead blanket, right-handed demo. I will have it linked down below. So that's the pattern that I'm gonna work on, and I'm so excited. I need to figure out the size of it, and I have a feeling all said and done, like I'm gonna need two of these, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm gonna get this started. I'm so excited. I'm gonna use a 4mm and my 2.75. I need to figure out the length of it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let me go figure out how many I need to chain and get everything started, and I'll write it down in my little craft journal that I started, my new one. So excited. First page, my current inventory. I think I show this, and then things that I need to make. So next week for my next to market, I'll go over this in my next video, but for my market video. Anyways, all right, let's write down for this.
Recently I was asked to do a right-handed demo of yarn and plastic.
Okay, so I just finished row 1 and it took me like 12 minutes to do the first row. And I do know like that cast on row is always going to take longer. And I'm also working with a 4mm, so my wrist, like my hand really is like starting to feel it. So I don't know if I was just working, honestly, here's my theory. I think it was that racetrack rug that I made last week that I worked really hard on, and I think that kind of did a little bit on my hand. So I'm glad I've been kind of taking it easy, taking a little rest. But here's the first round. Now we're going to switch to the smaller hook, so even smaller hook, and do the second row. I think this is a blanket that is going to take me a long time, and I need to just like be okay with that and just do a few stitches like here and there. Let's get this first. Oh yeah, this is tiny little hook. And put the bead on there. Then we do a single crochet. Then we do a half double crochet. Pick out another bead. It's nice that the beads are all mixed in, so I'm just reaching in and just picking a random one. Wait, hold on. This is gonna be so cute. Okay, let's do a close-up here. I'm glad I went with this blue. The blue is pretty. Also, I like this hook. This is just the Michaels brand of hooks. I like them. That's gonna be so cute. I don't know, I feel like this is such an impractical blanket, but it's cute. Okay, I'm gonna finish up this row. I'm gonna put these beads in a little bowl actually, just so it's easier for me to reach in and get. That's so cute. Okay, let's go finish up this row. Okay, so it's a little bit later. Ava is starting to wake up from her nap. She's actually waking up earlier than expected, so I needed to wrap things up and go get her. So I ended up doing 4 rounds total, 4 rows total, and this is what I have so far. But honestly, like, I'm really excited for this. I really love it. I think it's going to be so cute. But this is what I have so far. I think it's really fun. It's definitely going to be a long project. It is not going to be a quick blanket by any means, but I am excited. It is going to be fun. It's very therapeutic working on it, honestly. It's been so much fun. I'm for sure not going to be finishing it in this video, but I am going to be slowly chipping away at it for the summer, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna go get Ava up, and it looks like she might be going back to sleep. We'll see what she's doing. I need to get a workout in today, and then I also need to clean. I need to get everything cleaned up. So, okay, that's it for now, but then hopefully tonight I can get this back out and do a couple more rounds. If I just did a couple a day, it'd still be fun. So, rounds. I keep saying rounds, but rows. You know what I mean. Okay, I thought, why not film here? I just have this new setup, so I may as well film here, but now the camera's really short, so the top of my head is cut off. It's later in the day, same day. It is almost 7 o'clock. Ava, I literally just put Ava down to bed. She's going to bed a little bit, I guess average, not too early, not too late tonight. You can probably hear the dishwasher going, but basically I unraveled my blanket because it was so long. It was really, really, really long, and I knew if I kept it that length, I would not want to work on it because it would take forever. It is going to be the size of a throw blanket, and I don't want a throw blanket. So I unraveled it, and I'm going to start over. And again, I'm not trying to get this blanket done in any certain amount of time. Like, I probably won't have a whole lot done at all for this video, but I just wanted to try out this pattern. Like, that was kind of the purpose of this video, was me trying this out and seeing for myself if it's fun. And it is fun. It's such a kind of monotonous crochet that is fun and mindless and just very therapeutic, and I'm so loving it. I love it. It's so much fun. So unfortunate I need to start over, but you know, I don't want this crazy long blanket. I just want a very small baby to lap size kind of blanket, just to make it just for fun. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna work on that a little bit tonight. I am gonna try to get to bed early. Today was a day. It was not a bad day by any means, great day, but it's one of those where it was just, you sit down and you're just like, oh, we were non-stop today. So that's where I'm at. I have already done a workout. I've already showered. I was able to do that this afternoon with Ava. We had a lot of fun working out together. So yeah, the evening is mine for the next hour until my husband comes home from his workout. And I'm just going to do a little bit of crochet. And then honestly, I want to get to bed early. An early night sounds great. So I'm going to kind of restart the blanket tonight. And then I will pick this back up tomorrow, let you know some progress, let you know any more thoughts if I have any more. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you here for tonight. It's the next day, so I'm coming on here actually to close out this video. I started inputting all the footage and it's a long video. It's gonna take me a hot second to edit it, and I'd love to get it out over this weekend. So I know this video was a little bit kind of all over the place, but I had a lot of fun. So let me just kind of talk about the blanket, which was kind of the point of this video, was me trying out this new viral crochet blanket pattern. So I didn't get too far of the blanket, and I wasn't expecting to. It is going to be a long process, and I did end up frogging it and starting over. So this is what I have so far. Here's the kind of width of it, and then the length. So I ended up doing 160 stitches, and I originally had started at 260. So definitely glad that I basically halved it. Not really halved, but I took out 100 stitches, started over. So it is going to be more of like a lapcan size. So it's going to take a long time to make this, and I'm okay with it. This is such a fun crochet project, even though it takes an eternity. I mean, not really an eternity. It's a blanket. All blankets are going to take a long time. It's just such a mindless pattern, a mindless project that is just really, really fun. Even though I didn't make it too far on the blanket, I still am really loving it, and it's heavy. It's definitely getting heavy. Here is it folded up here, but yeah, I really like it. I'm just kind of just picking up random beads. You could totally make this into a certain pattern or get certain yarn that matches the beads. They have beads that you can sell in just plain colors. So as I was making this, I was like, that would have been fun to do like just pink and white, or pink, white, purple or something, but I do like all the multicolored beads as well. I think it's really fun. And yeah, because you are working with such small hooks, and then on the bead row you are adding in the beads, so yeah, it does take a lot longer, but it's a really, really fun project to make. So I highly recommend. Again, I will have the video link down below that I was watching, and then in her video I think she links the original TikTok user as well. So hopefully all of that helps you and takes you to the right places to learn how to make this. But it's so easy. It's so easy. It's very beginner friendly, and it's so much fun. The only downside is the bead usage. You use a ton of beads, and this was $10. So I think the original person used like 3 pounds and this is 1 pound. So I would need like triple this. So $30 worth of beads plus probably $20 of yarn, unless you have yarn in your stash, of course. It's an expensive blanket, that's for sure. Keep that in mind, but other than that, like, it's definitely really, really fun. So I'm excited to keep working on it. Last night, I did not work on it like at all. Full transparency. I was really tired. I worked on it a little bit. I was doing some reading. And then after 6 years of marriage, I literally found out my husband had never seen Step Up. The movie with Channing Tatum, he had never seen it, and that's his kind of movie. Like, he would have been all over that when it first came out. Like, I knew he would have loved it. So I was very, very shocked and surprised that he hadn't seen it. So when I found that out last night, I was like, we are watching Step Up. And yes, it's such a cringy early 2000s kind of movie, but, or it was like 2006, so not like, anyways. But yeah, it's cringy, and, you know, I wouldn't say low budget by any means, but it's, you know, it's kind of one of those movies. So I guess, you know, maybe it wasn't as popular when it came out. I don't know, but I remember being so obsessed with that movie when I was young, and it's been out for almost 20 years, which just makes you feel so old. But yeah, I remember just like being obsessed with that movie. And so yeah, we watched that last night, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of cringy, but it's still so good. And he thoroughly enjoyed it, honestly. Like, normally if we're watching a movie or something, if it's something that I pick and he's kind of not into it, maybe he's on his phone, maybe he falls asleep, I don't know, but he was into this movie last night and it was awesome. I loved it. We had a great time. That's that, but I did not crochet at all while we were watching it. I just literally sat and watched the movie. I very rarely do that. When I'm sitting at night to watch something, like, I have to do something. I feel like I have to just do something and be productive, and it was really nice just to kind of sit and veg out and watch this really silly, goofy, fun movie, and it was a great time. So all that to say, I have not gotten a lot of crocheting done in this video, but I definitely wanted to try out this pattern. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, tonight I'm going to work more on it, and it's a great time. I really am loving this blanket. I'm going to love the finished product, of course, and I think that this summer is going to be the summer of blankets. I think I already mentioned this, I don't know. But I have a couple other started blankets that I need to finish. So I think this summer would be a great time for me to finish those blankets. So I will add this to the mix and just kind of chip away at it over the summer. And I think that that would be really fun. So you need to hold me accountable to that. You need to be like, hey, are you working on your bead blanket? Are you working on your granny square blanket or whatever? Just so I can, you know, work on it. Just because with crocheting and knitting, it's always fun doing projects that are quick, so you get that instant gratification. You finish it and you're like, oh, I finished a project. Because if you're knitting a sweater or you're working on a blanket, like, those are long-term projects that just take a long time. So having something that you can make quickly, like, that's really nice. That's why I've been loving like market prepping and market makes and stuff, because they're really quick and you can get a whole bunch of them. So speaking of, I have my last market of the season, I'm pretty sure so far, next weekend. So my next video should be of me market prepping, which I don't have too much to make, but that should be the next video. All right, my friends, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Let me know down in the comments if you have seen this pattern, this bead blanket, if you would like to make it, or if you're curious about it. I would love to know. This would make such a great, I was thinking coaster when I was kind of working on it. I was like, that'd be a cute coaster, but the beads might be slippery, but make a cute clutch or a purse or edging of a blanket or a strap of something. Like, it's a really fun and unique idea with the beads, and it just makes a very colorful, fun project. So that is going to be it. Today is a deep clean, I mean deep clean of the house. I know I've been mentioning it, but I've been so overwhelmed with the house and it being so messy, and I'm just trying to like get a grip on it, and in order to do that I need to like purge, I need to go through, I need to clean, I need to mop, like things like that need to be happening today and tomorrow. It's Father's Day weekend, so I want the house to be clean and peaceful and relaxing for my husband, and so we can just enjoy the weekend. So with that, I'm gonna leave you here. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification, just because I am sporadic in my upload, so I don't have a specific schedule. So if you have that notification on, then you'll be notified when I post new videos. So, all right, that's enough chit chat. Time to deep clean the house, and then tonight settle in and work on this blanket. Okay, see you soon. Bye.